Ho, ho, ho! Happy 9th of December!
Which means we get to open door number 9, but before we do, different tree. We are now downstairs and let's address the beverage.
Yeah, we've had a few comments in some of the previous Vlogmases saying that when we get up at 7 o'clock in the morning to watch your Vlogmas, you've got a glass of wine in your hand, and it's a bit weird. But to be honest, we did film those bits in the evening. But we're filming this in the morning, hence the cup of coffee.
Right, today's Christmas question. You know what to do, pop your answers below. What is your go-to Christmas movie?
Ooh, well mine, if I can't have E.T., then it's got to be The Snowman, even though it's an animation, and the first one, not the one with the snow dog. What about you?
I like loads of Christmas movies. Of the more recent ones, I'm going to go with The Christmas Chronicles. Especially the first one, I thought was a really good film. Anyway, let's stop gassing and let's open door number 9.
Ho, ho, ho!
Yes, we've returned to Scarborough, a truly charming British seaside town where the weather was incredibly kind to us. We were here for 36 hours and...
Well, we've looked out, booked a hotel in a perfect position, just a couple of minutes walk to the beach, down, and so far this looks like an absolutely gorgeous place.
We of course went down to the seafront first, where we got some cracking views of the Grand Hotel. Seems it's quite a popular birdhouse these days too. Next on the agenda was a pirate boat trip. What do you say, Rach?
I'm going on a boat.
And Will says...
You are!
Ever the pirate is our Wills. It was just a short trip out of the harbour, but you got to see the whole of Scarborough seafront, which was lovely. It did get a little bit lumpy once we'd cleared the harbour wall, but we're good sailors, us. A good time was had by Pirate Wills, and in no time at all we were back in the harbour and back on dry land. What did we think?
That was really cool. We always like to, if we can, do a boat trip because you can see the lie of the land, and we've seen now our hotel's pretty close to the Cliff Railway, which is nice, if it's called that here, Victorian Railway. But now, as in all beachy times, we're off to get some fish and chips. Oh, before we forget, that cost £6 per adult. It was only about 15-20 minutes ride, but it was lovely, it was great.
Right, fish and chips. We'd been recommended the Anchor by the lovely Nick and Jill from Generation Explorers, who we were meeting that evening. Fish and chips were bought and we sat in the sunshine to enjoy them. Top recommendation, guys. They went down a treat. Next up, we took a bus over to North Bay. It had been years since we'd ridden on an open-top bus and we enjoyed every second. It was a tad blustery though. The journey took about 20 minutes and we did notice that the sea looked a lot rougher in North Bay, but more about that later. We were then dropped off by Peasholm Park. Tell us more, Rach.
This is such a lovely park. Everyone's out in the pedalows, going round the lake. It's a beautiful lake. We think this will be gorgeous at night. It's got all festoons in the trees and lit up. It would be beautiful, but top find in Scarborough.
The park is Japanese-inspired and is a huge local favourite. You can ride dragons around the lake, enjoy the nature, or bask in the sun on this stunning day. But it was off to the sea for us because we wanted to see those massive waves. They were pretty impressive. Then Wills made a bad choice and decided to film said waves.
I'm a bit wet. I hope I got the shot.
I'm sure you did, lad. It's right around now, although the GoPro and mics haven't been the same since. It did make me laugh though. Back to South Bay we went, admiring the castle. We'll be seeing that tomorrow. Next up, it was time for a YouTube meet-up with Nick and Jill from Generation Explorers. A quick walk through the back streets of Scarborough, then we found a pub and caught up on news, and they bought us this.
Wills's cup has runneth over. He has a Yorkshire bauble for his travel tree.
Thanks, guys.
Brilliant.
That's ace.
Then, on the walk back to our hotel, Nick and Jill gave us the story of Scarborough's most famous hotel, the Grand.
So yeah, the Grand Hotel, when it was built, it was the biggest hotel in Europe at the time. It was built for Queen Victoria, and if you look at it from the roof, there's 4 turrets and they're in a V shape, and they're for the 4 seasons. There's actually 12 floors, and that represents the months.
365 rooms.
There was 365 rooms when it was first built, representing the days of the year.
Cheers, guys. As always, it was lovely to see you.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Then it was bedtime, as we had a lot of exploring to do the next day.
Morning! What a gorgeous and glorious day it is. Let's go for breakfast.
As hotels go, the Bike and Boot is highly recommended. It's very comfortable and in a great location. We did worry about the drone with the gulls though. They were vicious. First on the agenda today, Scarborough Castle. We'd seen this castle dominating the headland between the North and South Bay for the last 24 hours, and we were keen to find out more.
We're in the castle now. It's £12 for adults if you're an English Heritage member, or, as we are, Cadw members, which is kind of the Welsh equivalent. It's free. Let's enjoy this castle.
The castle headland has been a defence site since at least the Bronze Age. Archaeologists have found evidence of an Iron Age settlement. The Romans also used this site. The buildings you see today were begun by William de Groe, Earl of York, in 1136.
In 1155, King Henry II claimed Scarborough Castle for the crown and began some major renovations.
This included adding the massive Great Tower, or keep, that still dominates the skyline today. Sadly, we couldn't climb the tower today, but I did notice the well. It's there! The most dramatic period of its history is the English Civil War. Royalist Sir Hugh Cholmondeley held the castle for King Charles I, but it fell after a brutal siege in 1645. Cannon fire destroyed much of the Great Hall and outer defences, and by the late 17th century, the castle was no longer a major fortress, but remained a garrison. It's a fascinating site, and there are many paths for you to wander and viewpoints to pause and reflect on the centuries of history here. We spent a good hour just wandering and looking, but were then drawn back to the Master Gunner's house, as there was coffee and cake. And when we look at our Yorkshire bauble this Vlogmas, we'll remember this day. But that's us all done in Scarborough for this video. Let's take the Victorian tramway up the cliff and drive home for Christmas.
Ah, that brought back some happy memories. What a lovely place.
Really is.
Yeah, we really lucked out with the weather, and it was so lovely to see a seaside town in the sunshine, seeming to do so well.
Yeah, I was going to say that, yeah.
It was really busy. One of my favourite bits was an open-top bus ride to the other side. I loved that.
It was good fun, wasn't it? I enjoyed going on the other side. I enjoyed seeing the castle. I got wet.
You did get very wet. It was funny. Our mics have not been the same since then.
I know.
And meeting Nick and Jill, of course, highlight as always, and catching up. It's been a couple of years since we met them. Hopefully not too long till the next time. But yeah, all in all, lovely. Highly recommend it. We've never been in the rain. It might be a different story. But on the whole, loved Scarborough. So if you would like this video...
Or if you'd hit the subscribe button and leave us a comment and answer the question...
That would be lovely. So as we say...
In Postcard and the Pint, cheers to the good times. Who's Santa's favourite singer?
I don't know.
Elvis Presley.
Ah.